I got married, and I also adopted a cat. 大家好，我叫大金鹏. Hello everyone, my name is Benjamin Steger, and welcome back to my channel. Last time we had left off, and we talked about the end part of Nanjing. Now I would like to pick up with Guangzhou, which don't expect too much because I was only there for one night, and then that was on my way to ZhuHai. But Guangzhou was really nice. I like the city. I like the way that they laid out kind of the park as well. And then I went to a shopping center where I found a lot of really cool, interesting stores. But it was a shame that I was only there for one night. So next time I go back to China, I would like to go there for probably about a week. And the same thing with ZhuHai. ZhuHai is absolutely astonishing. It is the most beautiful and most fun I had throughout my trip. And a lot of that could have also been explained with the fact that I did not have the same implications that I did when it came to Nanjing, having to plan out and go to the orphanage and having that emotional baggage. But um, Zhuhai was phenomenal and it was really pretty. So in Zhuhai, I had met up with my Chinese teacher, Liang Laoshi, and she and I met on the first day when I was there. And we grabbed some lunch and then we kind of walked around for a while before we picked up her daughter. And one of the places that we had gone to was basically a beachside orchestra area. I'm really not musically inclined at all, so I don't know anything about places where they play music. So please don't ask me questions about that. And then I had also gone to feed some pigeons, so that was fun. I got my arm scratched up and I had a bird on my shoulder, so that should be you should see that. And then we're spending basically the rest of the evening together, going to a dessert place, going to shopping centers, and then she dropped me back off at my hotel. And I stayed at a Holiday Inn, and that Holiday Inn was really really nice. But after that, the next day, I had spent the morning myself going to mountains, and it was really pretty out there. Like from both the views going overlooking the ocean, as well as I could see the orchestra hall that we were at the day before with the clamshells, and I could see basically the rest of downtown Zhuhai and things like that, and it was really really pretty. It reminded me a lot of California. My great uncle lives in Long Beach, and he had like this beautiful park that was right nearby. It was kind of a cliff that overlooked the ocean, and it just reminded me a lot of that. Um, I got the gondola going up, and then I took basically, I don't know what that's called, but like you get onto a little roller coaster going back down the mountain, and then I walked back up the mountain where I walked up the pathway, found this amazing cat. She was not scared of people at all. You could tell she was just very much used to being around people. And I was very close to stealing that cat and taking it for myself because she was cute. She was not afraid of me and I didn't have any allergic reaction. So that was a major plus. Um and then I met up with my teacher later that day around lunchtime. We had gotten some more traditional dishes, and that food was really, really good. But she ordered a lot of food and she paid for everything. So I hope that she knows next time I'm there, I'm paying for everything. Like, I hope she knows that. And she took me to this, like, kind of historical park, and it was a really, really pretty scenic park, and it was really big. And we walked around for a little while, learning a little bit about the history and dynasty of that area. And um, we ended up going on to this boat tour where they have a play, and the play is just kind of explaining how the emperors would have their cohort of women wives. And then part of the play was finding volunteers to become the next wife or the next empress for the emperor. And they were looking also for a male volunteer to play the role of marrying the emperor's first daughter. And my Chinese teacher betrayed me. Yeah, she betrayed me. She stuck up my hand, and I threw my hand back down. And then all the women like sitting right nearby me, they were all staring at me. I was yeah, it was not uncool. And so I looked out the window pretending like I didn't notice. And the guy who was like hosting the play was like walking down the aisle, and he just looked at me. I could feel him looking at me. And yeah, I had no choice, but I had to be part of their little production. So that was nice, fun. But um, so yeah, I got married in the play to the emperor's first daughter, and my teacher said, "Oh, the emperor's first daughter looked really happy to be marrying me." Um, what can I say? But anyways, yeah, I stuck out like a sore thumb because I'm the only guy who was wearing a short sleeve shirt, a short, and like some shorts. And mind you, it might be 65, but to most of the people there, it's freezing. So they're all wearing layers. They're all. I look like I stick out, and I hope that that's really clear when you see these pictures. But as my teacher said, this is a memory that I will never forget, and I have never forgotten, and I will keep on bringing it up to my Chinese teacher. We went to another part of the park that functioned as like a diplomatic building, and it has the 12 zodiac animals on these statues that surrounded basically a little fountain. I say little, but it's a pretty big fountain. And she was telling me how people from other places in the world who were really rich, they would hire people to steal these statues as like a status of wealth. And that was something where it's not right, but the rich will do what they want, right? And so that was it was a really cool park. And my teacher was funny because she saw these two cute girls and noticed that I was potentially maybe looking in their direction. And she said, "Okay, here, stand here and we'll take a picture. So then that way you get a picture of them and it'll look like we're only taking a picture of you." But yeah, she almost said something to the girls and wanted to like basically be my wingman. And um yeah, she's an interesting person, but I love my Chinese teacher. She's the best. So, if you guys need a Chinese teacher, let me know. I know a good one. Anyways, then we had basically said goodbyes and everything because I was only in ZhuHai for 2 days, and the short amount of time that I was there, I really liked it. I enjoyed everything about it, and I had walked around some shopping plazas for the rest of the day before going back to my hotel. I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and then share it with people who you think would travel to China or people who want to have a Chinese teacher. Again, I can connect you with that. And I will be in the future posting more videos about kind of my upbringing as well as what it means to be Chinese American, dealing with kind of my childhood growing up in a very rural, monoculturally Caucasian community. And I hope to also talk about kind of some of the difficulties that I have faced because of that and create a sphere and community for adoptees to kind of understand, hey, you're not necessarily alone dealing with these things, especially transracial adoptions. You have multiple different facets of adversities that you're facing. And for me to be able to provide some sort of understanding and community is important to me. So again, if you do think that this is impactful, share it with other people who you think can benefit from. Okay?